Hey there, fellow hunters. Welcome back to the playthrough of Bloodborne. I'm Subs Wizard, your host of the most. And we are playing through. Wow, that is an extreme close up of my face. We are playing through, though, as Joseph Gramier. He's a wizard, or as much as a wizard as Bloodborne lets you be. And he's going to be pure. He's not going to be. He's pure arcane. So all I'm leveling up is arcane and vitality and endurance. Strength, skill, and blood tend to stay where they started. So we'll end up with Arcane being 99. Right now, we're going to get Arcane up to about 50. Once we do that, we're going to get Vitality up to 50 and Endurance up to maybe 22. So get that 10 levels. And then Arcane, we'll just keep going up to 99. That's the idea. And the idea behind it is you need to change your weapons to do either arcane, fire, or bolt damage, so it scales with arcane. So that's why the saw spear is doing fire damage. And the runes we have with it make the scaling of the fire, it's almost the same as the actual damage of it. So I have the Hunter Axe on for criticals because it's physical, and I'm probably going to not have that for much longer, but the idea is you're going to have one fire weapon that's good for beasts and things, and I chose the saw spear because it's serrated in both the trick and the regular form. But then you need a bolt weapon, which will either be the saw cleaver, or most likely the hunter's axe, or maybe the hunter's axe, I don't know. And then actually, Hunter's Axe might be good to keep physical because it'll do more damage with the criticals. And, you know what I need to do? I need to put just redo this angle on here. And you have, so you have one being bolt, like let's say the saw cleaver maybe, and then one being arcane, which would be it's going to be the saw spear to begin with. Not the saw spear, sorry, the threaded cane. Now what's going to happen is at the end of this, I think damage that does. Not much. So the way I usually get these guys is they can't really make it into the can't really make it. Look how fast that poison is up though, even with my anti-poison stuff. They can't really make it into here, so I let them flail about out there and then wait for my time. They do have quite the reach though. One Thumerian giant down. So the difficulty we have in this area is there's a bunch of little bloodworms. I don't know what they're called exactly, but they're worms and they're not fun. Like if you go out to that island, you just get ganked by them. And so we're gonna try to go the back way, but there's gonna be bloodworm. Oh, hey, check it out. There's a cold blood. But there's gonna be worms along the way here, which make it difficult. See those worms right there? Oh shoot! Got poisoned. So I think we will. Actually, the easiest way to do this. Look at all these people that have fallen down the ladder. We'll go up to do this area first, and we'll come back down and do the rest. This is a long ladder. Look at those bodies there. I would bet this ladder is not OSHA approved. Nothing else up here. So we're just about back to the place where we started the entire game. But we're on the other side of that gate now. So now we have a shortcut to the Forbidden Woods, which we're going to use because we're going to go back to the Hunter's Dream. All right, so, but let's get up to Iosefka's clinic. There's a brain sucker down here that we got to watch out for. I think the brain suckers are susceptible to Molotovs. I don't know. I'm going to use my Molotov on them if I can. There you go. So if you don't kill them, if you're fighting them, there are many times they will attempt an attack that, if it's successful, it will actually, they'll put a little proboscis in your head and suck out insight. Quite annoying. Alright, let's take out these John Crows. That was fine. I thought he was done flying. Missed me. Alright. Now we gotta accept this clinic. So anybody you send to Iosefka's clinic will be here as an alien. But this is where she stood. Now, since I'm going to do a visceral attack, I'm going to use the, there's my Cainhurst summons, so we can do Cainhurst now at any time. I'm going to use my axe. That's not even critical. Iosefka's welcome. So that's Iosefka. She's now an alien. Alright, so now what's nice is from the lamp down there, we can come right up here. And this is actually the table where we started. And there was a big beast coming out of the pool here. So that's good to know. Now, you can fight the... So that was the real... Oh, yeah, Iosefka. It turned into the alien. You can fight the imposter up some stairs. We're not going to do that yet. We're going to let her get pregnant with the knight. And then take her... well, umbilical cord. I don't know how to put it. It's not... There's no way to put it that's not disgusting, but we'll take her part of her umbilical cord. Communion, all right. And what happens when you eat a whole umbilical cord, so it's divided into 3, so you eat 3 times, you eat a third of it. Once you do that, you're immune to the moon spirit taking you over. Okay. Let's see where we are. We got, so After about 10 minutes. Alright, we'll run back. We'll see what we can do in the, we'll see what we can do in the, poison cave. It is probably dumb because there's a likelihood I will die, and then there's a non-zero probability that I will lose all my rings. I should say blood echoes. I guess just one of the things you have to understand is you're going to get poisoned. Hey, that guy's back alive. Don't understand what that is. Here's the chancy part. I think there's something on here. Maybe not. Oh man, those things. Those worms. Alright, that's looted. It's looted because I already fell down on accident and got the one thing where the body is. Alright, so our next stop is going to be to Cainhurst. I keep saying Cainhurst, it's Cainhurst. And so we're going to get our threaded cane ready, because the threaded cane does plus 20% righteous damage, and most if not all of the creatures in Cainhurst are susceptible or weak to holy damage. Or not weak, they are unholy, so the threaded cane does 20% more, the curved hammer does 50% more, etc. And for Cainhurst rather, we're going to go back to our wizard outfit, aka the Bone Ash set. And here, Cainhurst should be getting a good deal of hunter tools, which are basically the Bloodborne equivalent of spells. So let's get our weapons situated. Okay, so right now, oh, I didn't need to repair that. Could have just fortified it. I need 4 more twin bloodstone shards. Okay. Alright, so we're going to keep the Hunter Axe as a secondary for the critical hits. And then we're going to... so the threaded cane... Okay, Saw Spear does 133 plus 114. The threaded cane is going to have a triangle though. have available? We have, that's physical attack. Rapid poison, 9.6. That could be pretty fun. Arcane. Oh, that's good. Okay. Start using it as an arcane weapon now. So there's 120 plus 64. So that's gone up to 184. It's not great. Let's see here. It goes down to 57. Beast? No. Alright, that goes up to 76 then. Arcane. Alright, let's see here. That goes to 81. So that becomes 201. 202. Alright, so that's that's good. Now we have our arcane weapons. So we have arcane, thread cane, saw spear is still fire. So this one does 247. This does 190 plus 12, 202. So it's a little less, but it also does another 20%. So that's another 40. So this is, the threaded cane is essentially going to do the same damage as the saw spear. However, it's going to be, it's faster to swing. Alright, and then the next thing we need to do is we got to get a bolt weapon. We're not going to get a bunch of bolt stuff until we get somewhat through the DLC. Alright, let's go level up. Let's change this. So this is a unique weapon that when it's in this form, it does plus 20% righteous damage. But in the trick form, it does serrated. So it's very good against beasts. Very fashionable. Alright, we'll see how it does though at Cainhurst. Alright. What's up, doll?
Welcome home, good hunter.
Hi.
I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
It's okay, you're sleepy.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
Let me stand.
Here we go. So that's at 203 now. So I need 19,000 to go up another. Let's see here. There we go.
Welcome home. What is it you... Very well, let me...
205. So honestly, the only place I'm going to use the threaded cane is Cainhurst.
Farewell, good hunter.
Because that all the people there are enemies there are susceptible to righteous damage. Let's get some more Molotovs. Yeah. Alright. When we come back, we'll make our way to Cainhurst. So check out the description for the Free Time Creators Collective. We're a group of content creators that make gaming content. Specifically, check out I'm Not Great if you like these kind of playthroughs that I do, because his is very similar. In fact, he's doing Bloodborne at the same time I am as a 10th anniversary homage. And also Dark Souls 3, we're doing playthrough together of that as well. And when we come back, we'll get out to Cainhurst and at least start that area. And on this video, I'd appreciate you if you click a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me comments, I'll answer all of them. And I appreciate you watching. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. Thanks.